Hi, I'm Katie Cahill, and today I will be talking to you about some very interesting math stuff, pre-calculus stuff, and about the difference quotient. And the goal for this video is to better understand and model the behavior of curves. And so something that's really important about curves is to be able to find the slope. Well, how can we find the slope of a curve? Because it's always changing. Well, first, you have to start off with 2 points. So, for instance, x and f of x, in other words, y, and then a second point, and x plus h, and h stands for the difference between this first x and this x. So x plus h, and then f of x plus h. And so you get these 2 points, and then as we know, this is the formula of how to get the slope. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So then you plug in these 2 points into the slope formula, and so you get f of x plus h minus f of x over x plus h minus x. And so you can just cross out these x's right here, and this is how you get the difference quotient. Well, in order to get the slope, doesn't really work well right here because the 2 points are so far apart, and it doesn't really accurately represent the slope. So you want to keep getting closer and closer. So here's it more closer and it looks a little better. And then here is the closest that you want to get, and you want to get to 0, which is the closest that you could obviously get when they're right on top of each other. So this is the difference quotient in action, f of x plus h minus f of x over h, and even though the distance is 0, obviously we can't have a 0 in the denominator, so we can't just cross it off now. So for instance, what if f of x was equal to x squared? So we plug in x squared, so it would be x plus h squared minus x squared over h, and then that would turn out to x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus x squared over h. Then you can cross out the x squareds, so then you're left with 2xh plus h squared over h. And then right here you could cross out the h's, so you're left with 2x plus h. And at this moment you're able to finally make the h 0 because obviously the distance right here is 0. And so then after that, you're left with 2x, which is the derivative, which is also the slope. And that is the difference quotient.